Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today we are back working on Yvette's Impreza. So last time we worked on this car, what we did was we did the chrome delete and we also did the D badge. And the coolest thing in my opinion is we replaced the factory emblems with these blacked out emblems from Subi Mods. It's basically like a dark gray and a black. It just looks really nice. And same thing with the emblem up front.
Just hit me, why don't you? Park it in the garage.
We're gonna start off with these two. So these are gonna be a new set of LEDs from our friends over at Lasfit Auto Lighting. So one of my favorite things about them is their packaging. You can obviously tell there's a good bit of attention to detail, which I really like. So we got a new set of headlights. The headlights are actually H11s. I don't know if you can tell in there, but the ones that it currently has are just normal halogen bulbs. So we're gonna be upgrading that because they give off a more casual yellowish amber light. These are going to give off a much cleaner and much more bright and like spread out light, so should be a big plus. You can actually see the difference right here, so this is going to be probably one of the more notable upgrades for just driving at night. And these are actually from their new LA Air series. Then we have these new turn signals. These are 7.4.4.4s, some say 7.4.4.3, but they're the same basic profile, so either one should work.
Ooh, they gave us little gloves so we don't touch them.
This feels like a very proper unboxing now.
Yeah, I have gloves.
So when you're replacing your headlights, it's actually very easy to do basically anything for the driver's side because you have some pretty casual access. But if you notice over here on the passenger side, we do have this little duct right here. Nothing crazy. You see you got these two little pins right there. Basically just remove those and this kind of slides out and then you have access like that. The best thing though, you actually don't need to remove the bumper or the headlights or anything. It's basically just twisting them out once you have access to the back. And for the driver's side, you can actually see the plug for the low beam just right there. And then if you look over here, you'll see that plug is the turn signal.
There we go. And I didn't break it.
Let the record show it is not broken. You get it? Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah.
And she's off.
That's it. Now we have plenty of access to behind the headlight.
Oh, it's right there, right? That's it?
That's it. This is counterclockwise. There we go. That is the light out. Can you go get me the other one?
Yeah.
Is that the left headlight?
I don't know.
There's the left headlight. It's the same.
Oh.
Alright.
You scared me.
Looks like you push this down. Pull it out. Just put that there. I just want to make sure it's nice and secure. Now we just try to feed it right back in the same opening. And twist it into position. And she's on.
Oh, I see it right here. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice and secure on there.
Jess.
Yep. Okay.
That's like I'm pale white.
So you have the really nice clean white, and then the old factory amber. So really nice upgrade.
That is really bright.
That's
nice.
Now let's do the turn signal real quick. Okay. So if you notice, this bulb actually has these two little prongs back here. You basically just turn those counterclockwise as well, and it's probably the easiest way to grab it, and the swap is going to be the same thing.
She's good?
She good?
Yeah.
You're going to see it come feed through. Now Yvette is going to take care of the driver's side by herself.
There we go. She's out.
Nice.
I clicked in. I'll twist it in. There we go.
So you can see no hyper flash right there, and it is very bright. And same thing over here. I do have a discount code with them, so you can use my code DITO10 to get yourself 10% off your order.
So my car does have CarPlay, but it's wired, like I have to actually connect my phone. This thingy is gonna make it so that I connect it to my car, and then my phone will connect to it wirelessly, so I don't have to hook up my phone every single time to use the CarPlay. If I could just open it. Oh, Wow. Look at that. Let's try it out.
Cool.
Alrighty. This one, so it's hooked up. Just put it out here. Should I just go ahead and, oh, it automatically like.
You ready?
Oh, it has a little button. Oh, there we go, smart box. Click on that. Pair. Oh, maybe home. Oh, there we go. Press the home button and it looks normal. Use CarPlay.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, I don't have the volume up.
Sweet. Alright, now the real question. How do you like the look with the new white from the headlights?
That looks amazing. I love it.
Alright, so this works. I like it.
Yeah. Love that. Also, we haven't read the instructions on any of these. We're just like, oh, we know how to do this.
I feel like that's just a level of, I'd rather figure it out than be told what to do.
Is a set of footwell lightings. I'm copying Deets.
This is probably one of the better mods you can do that's inexpensive and you can do to any car just because, especially your car, it's, you know, black on the inside, so when you're driving at night it's super, super dark. And there's a few ways that you can install these. In my Fusion, we installed it, we hardwired it to the cigarette lighter, but for this one we're going to go much more professional. We're actually going to use a fuse tap to connect it to power so that it's just accessory power and there's nothing that's like cut up because, you know, cars, in my opinion, the car's too new to cut up. At least wiring wise. So what do we got?
That's it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, one for each seating in the front, driver, passenger, and then the 2 back seats. And it comes with, I'm assuming, a manual little thing, so if I don't want to mess with it on my phone, it'll work. And then this is for like the cigarette lighter.
There's 2 wires in here. We're going to be cutting it open, and 1 wire is for power, 1's for ground. For the power, we're going to connect that to the fuse tap, and then for the ground, we're just going to, you know, find a piece of metal we can connect to. Now, if you notice, these are Bluetooth compatible, so you can control them entirely with your phone, and they are RGB-IC, which means that you can have multiple colors on the same strip, as opposed to just having the entire strip being one solid color and just kind of gradienting to another one.
This is the one I'm most excited about because, well, we're going to do it tonight. We're going to do the late night drive from Dallas to Austin, and I start getting sleepy. But with this, I can turn my car into a little mini rave on my drives. I can stay up, and I'm excited.
It'll be perfect. All right, first we find your fuse box.
I know where that is. Let's see. She's there.
Very simple, very clean. I like it. Okay, so this is already a really good scenario because as you can see, there is an opening. I don't know if you can see that. There's an opening underneath it, and it basically falls underneath the dash. So we can actually route all the wires underneath because obviously one of the lights is going to be here anyway. And then we can use the interior panels to get to the other areas of the vehicle. So this is the fuse tap we're going to be using right here. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with fuse taps, here's a pretty good example of just the basic concepts. You can obviously plug this into an outlet, and then you can plug 3 other things into it. Fuse tap works the same way, just a different number, of course. So you have this section right here that goes into the fuse box itself, and the fuses you can just put right here. Pretty simple. And the other aspect of this, you basically just connect this to the power wire, and you're good to go. First thing you're going to do is just cut off the cigarette lighter section, just because we're not going to be using that. This is basically the main way to connect it to power. But here we basically have 2 wires in there, 1 for power and 1 for ground, or positive, negative, however you want to call it. The red one is the power, and the black one is the ground. So Yvette's just going to strip it.
Oh!
There you go.
There we go.
And there are our 2 wires right there. So the red one we are going to be connecting to this fuse tap, and the black one we're basically just going to connect to a self-tapping screw somewhere where it can make contact with metal as the ground. It's just copper wire in there, you don't got to worry about it.
Oh, there we go.
See? Just like that.
The other one.
And then on top of that, it's not connected to the power or anything,
There
so
we
there's
go.
really nothing that can go wrong yet. So I've made a few videos on footwell lights as a whole, so this is kind of going to be the same thing. But in the fuse box right here, you can see we are connected to the DRL, which is an accessory light. It's not always on, granted, but it turns on when the vehicle turns on, which is what we want. And then underneath here, I actually found these bolts, so I just connected a ring terminal and tightened it to that bolt rather than drilling any other holes or using a self-tapper. So now we're going to test it out. Let's see how it goes. Yes, it will. There you go. Alright, so now we get the really fun job of routing all the wires and using a bunch of zip ties to hold them in position.
Oh, they're on sound.
There you go. So basically you have a driver's side and a passenger side, and the most casual way to do it is to basically route it around your center console. Basically just kind of tuck up the wires and have one set up here underneath the dash, same thing with the passenger side. And then the back ones, it's best if you do it underneath the seat and you just zip tie it to the seat itself, so that way when the seat's moving, you don't have any like exposed wires or anything. It's all attached to the underside of the seat. Basically, whenever you tap on one, you need that check mark. That means you're messing with that one specifically.
Oh, bro, they have it with the. Oh my god, I like these purples. I like that they have like sets already made. You know. Oh, green.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
I'm getting the hang of like selecting which ones I want.
The only other thing is we gotta cut off all the zip tie tails.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, scenes. Ooh, leisure. Ooh, that's nice. Rainbow.
So you can see the new headlights are super crisp white. This is what they look like right here. And one thing that Yvette was able to do, I've actually never set this up, I don't really know how. If you notice, it's like this purple gradient right here. And in the back, it's actually green. I didn't know that was doable. I don't know how to do it, but it's really cool that she found it out. And now she's gonna mess with it to find her perfect settings.